There we go. Ugh. Seems to be like I don't mind the the doomerism, but a little bit insane. I feel astronauts refuse to talk to Trump. I don't know about that. They didn't really refuse to talk to Trump. They were. It was like a previous broadcast. I hate when people. I hate when somebody says something incorrect about the person I dislike because it seems like I'm defending them when I correct people on what they're saying about the person I dislike. That's the part that's killing me. That's what's annihilating me. It's the fact that it will be somebody that I don't like at all, and then you'll say something wrong about the person I dislike, and then I'll have to say, "No, you're hating on them incorrectly. This is the correct way to hate on this person." Which I hate doing that. I don't like defending bad people, essentially. It's not fun. Doesn't feel good. What's up, honey? Let's see. There we go. Now we can look at stuff. All right. So if we want to hear from the horse's mouth, we just go right to the horse directly. So let's see the most recent thing he posted, right? Let's see, window capture, bada. Here we are. Let's probably go to a different window. Hey, look, it's my face. Hold on. Let's see. Here we are. Boom. Boom. Okay. That's good. That's incorrect is whatever that one is. Also incorrect. Where's the... I just had it. There you are. Cool. Cool. Alright, what did he say recently? To the great patriots in Georgia... That's just talking about voting. I don't care about that. A lot of ads on this. Okay. Let's go what he said recently. Great honor, a MAGA warrior and Republican for Indian State. State Senator Oh, he's doing endorsements right now. A lot of endorsements. It's Trump's social media. Well, yeah, this is the entire thing. Truth Social is his social media. This is the social media he made. State Senator is a true MAGA warrior and a lot of true MAGA warrior stuff. Yeah, a lot of true MAGA warrior stuff. He's really just talking about state senators doing a treasure job, warning people in Indiana's 26th district. Is this like, how is he doing all this? This is a lot. Yeah, this is a lot. I can't, like, people obviously can't keep up with all this, right? This seems to be just an insane amount of garbage over and over again. There's so many ads on. I have ad blocker. That's crazy. Yeah, he just keeps flooding us with all this garbage. He has posted 50 times in the past hour. Yeah, block. He has posted 50 times in the past hour. This is insane. What is all this nonsense? It's all just... What is this? Okay, here it goes. All right. Okay, we're back to this. We're back to the threat he gave. I can't believe this is our president. I can believe it. I can believe this is what he is. I definitely can believe it. This is exactly what I believe. I 100% can believe that this is the president that we chose in totality. A whole civilization will die and never be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. So he said till 6, right? 6 p.m. EST. What 6 did he give o'clock? What 6 o'clock is he? God, what a horribly constructed website. Can we just talk about how horribly constructed this is? I don't know. He's just saying whatever garbage he wants to. 8 o'clock EST. Well, I guess we'll be here 8 o'clock EST, I guess. What does it say? Third-rate news anchor Jonathan Carl, the worst and most corrupt, wrote another made-up book about me, where his stories and reporting bear no relationship to the truth. ABC was already forced to pay me $16 million because of their false and misleading reports. That was a little George Slapalopoulos error, but Carl is worse. A waste of time. Fishers and quotes. Don't buy the book. President Donald J. Trump. Don't buy the book. President Donald J. Trump. I kind of want to buy the book. I'm kind of interested in buying whatever book is being pitched right now. What does that mean? And it's the peace president? Did they already nuke Iran? No. No, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Let's go to the premier tweet. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. Let's see. Trending right now is Barron. Let's see the news. UK blocks E from, I already talked about that. Alex Jones, 25th Amendment. Huge bills after attempt. Jill Stein. Bombing. War crimes. The Democratic Party, Hakeem Jeffries. I think we do better doing it one by one. So let's go duplicate tab. Let's try bombing. Let's try the war crimes. See what the war crimes are doing right here. I guess Democratic Party would be the most important thing there. Gaza and Lebanon, Trump and Netanyahu. I guess this is good. Mocking Islam, that's cool. Hold on. What's he saying here? I can't hear a thing.
The entire country can be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night. Both members of the crew ejected from the aircraft and landed alive.
All right. Do we have anything on CNN, maybe? Is there anything on CNN going on? Young people are turning to Catholicism. Do Trump steps restrict Iran infrastructure? I want to see Fox News too. What is Fox saying? Must leave country immediately.
Fox News senior correspondent Jackie Heinrich just spoke with President Trump on the phone. And Jackie, what did you learn?
Well, I asked the president how he's feeling about these negotiations with that deadline just 4 hours away. And he said, I really can't tell you how we're feeling right now because we're in the middle of heated negotiations. I said, so the conversation is happening then? He said, yes, of course. Why wouldn't they be talking, given the circumstances, basically? I asked him his view on this request from Pakistan's prime minister for a 2-week deadline. He said that he was about to be fully briefed on it in about 5 minutes and said, I can tell you this, that this man, the prime minister, I know him very well. He's a highly respected man all over. This is what the prime minister had asked in that post that you referenced earlier. Diplomatic efforts for a peaceful settlement of the ongoing war in the Middle East are progressing steadily, strongly, and powerfully, with the potential to lead to substantive results in the near future. To allow diplomacy to run its course, I earnestly request President Trump to extend the deadline for 2 weeks. Pakistan, in all sincerity, requests the Iranian brothers to open the Strait of Hormuz for a corresponding period of time as a goodwill gesture. Now, as Caroline Leavitt said, the president has been made aware of this, and the White House will be sending its response. But of course, the deadline just a few hours away. We are also aware of a call he had with another outlet where he commented on what Iran has been doing in the interim, instructing civilians, women, children to line up in human chains outside of those power plants that would be targeted if all hell breaks loose tonight. He called that totally illegal. Well,
Okay, so here goes. If you're coming in new, you don't know what's going on. Basically, streaming is basically repeating yourself over and over again. A lot I've discovered. Trump said that he would take out the power plant. He said his power plant day. That's basically what he's saying, right? So Trump made this tweet. Trump, or a truth, whatever it is. Power plant. Trump said that he would attack the power plant. Right now, a human shield is forming because there is a 8 p.m. deadline. It's a bunch of people gathered at the human at the thing, to where Trump said Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the effing straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, President Donald J. Trump. Now, this is just a crazy, thank you very much, King of Pop. I appreciate that. So this is it's just a crazy statement, right? Now, this seems really like fake, but this is a real fake. This is a very, this is, oh, sorry, this is a real tweet. He actually said this. This is real words he said. That's the part that's actually baffling me, is the fact that he believes this. I thought he was Christian. So this is so cool. I've been seeing people say this a lot. I thought he was Christian. And I don't even blame you for saying that. But him saying praise be to Allah is him saying praise to their God. He's saying that in essence to say, hey, pray to Allah because you need to figure out an answer because you're not listening to God. And also, Allah just means God, by the way. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. Allah just means God. Just want to point that out. Huh? Oh, yeah, Trump was Jewish. Isn't Trump Jewish? Trump became Jewish, right? Didn't Trump become Jewish?
Rebuild their nation. We have a plan, because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition by 12 o'clock. And it'll happen over a period of 4 hours if we wanted to. We don't want that to happen. We may even get involved with helping them rebuild their nation. And you know what? If that's the case, the last thing we want to do is start with power plants, which are among the most expensive things, and bridges.
Okay, so
we have...
This is important. If Trump attacks the power plants, let's start what's going to happen if he attacks the power plants. Let's just talk about this for a second, right? If Trump attacks the power plants, hundreds will be without power. That will destroy people in hospitals that are in the hospital right now, that are on lifelines. Hundreds of thousands of people, maybe even millions of people may go without food or water or infrastructure in totality. That would affect so many people. There's so many innocent people just in Iran that don't deserve this happening to them. If he wants to come in and just end the war because he is scared of the forever war. He is so horrified at the aspects of the forever war, because same with Ukraine and Russia right now. Ukraine and Russia is still going on. Ukraine and Russia has been going on for basically 3-4 years by this point. It's been happening for a hot second. He doesn't want a forever war because he wants to be known as the president that could just end wars. So he's taking all these drastic measures in order to end things as quickly as humanly possible, or quickly as devilishly possible, for no good reason. He just wants to destroy and annihilate because he has the ability and authority to do so as a big force. This is bad because Iran, if they lose their power plants, they're going to attack the neighboring states. That's what's going to happen. Then we're going to have the world against America, and that's going to take years to fix because it will be the U.S.'s fault if that happens. So that's the whole thing. It's also a war crime. Outside of everything I just said, it is a war crime to do that. It's a war crime, right? You can't just do that. It is a war crime. It is not legal to do that. You can't do that. That's not fair, right? And this is all on top of so many other things that are going on. Especially as I don't live in America to resign. I'm turning 18 3 you can wrap my head around the whole Iran thing. It's Trump got called a pussy, and now he's having to fight the allegations of being a baby is what's happening. He's out here acting, it's what he is. Also, people calling me tired, by the way. I have a lazy eye. Just how my eyes look, by the way. I also have low collagen around my eyes. I just keep my eyes low. That is what it is. Just keep my eyes low. That's interesting. Who's gonna stop us just saying You want to drag all of America into a forever war? I want to point this out. A war doesn't just affect the people in the war. You may notice your gas prices going up. You may notice groceries start to cost a bit more. Maybe your coffee costs twice as much. Maybe you may notice that, why is my milk costing a lot more? If farmers can't sell to other countries, if we can't have a global trade, if this war continues, we won't only just see the loss of life and casualties, we'll see a restructure towards war. We'll see us not getting imports from other countries because of the fear of poisoning. Other people may do chemical warfare simply by virtue and they don't care about the war crimes that are happening. They may make the entire world their enemy. There may be nukes being dropped, which would cause nuclear winter. My biggest concern is nuclear winter. What about the Geneva Convention and the crimes against humanity? A lot of people don't care about that if they can wipe out everybody else. You're not grasping that. You're not understanding this entire thing. You don't understand that. That's the big issue. You won't have buses or infrastructure. Your oil bill, your gas bill is going to increase by fourfold. That's what's going to happen. Trump is just saying all this crazy stuff. It's disgusting. All this nonsense. That's what's going to happen. That's what it is. That's the whole thing. It's not a war crime if I win. Exactly. That's the whole thing. It's ridiculous. So ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's disgusting. Ugh. It like gas right now in Detroit is like $5. It's like $5 right now. It is $5. It's disgusting. Even if you are a diehard Trumper, right? No name. Who cares? Right? Obviously, my favorite politician, I don't have a favorite politician, by the way. Obviously, they committed crimes. This is so important. I keep seeing this over and over again, right? I hate this so much because people will say, well, actually, other politicians are just as bad. From the bottom of my heart, who cares? Like, right? All of them are bad. I don't think there's a single good celebrity. I don't think there's a single good politician. I don't care. I really don't care. Right? I just don't care. You're right. Good for you for being right. I'm so proud of you for stating an obvious truth. Actually, they're all bad. And you're going to be suffering in a nuclear hellhole because of the actions of you choosing the worst possible person to run our country. Thank you for following, by the way. It is just gross. It is absolutely disgusting. Who cares? Is Keanu Reeves a bad celebrity? All celebrities, period, are bad people to me. Period. That's how I feel. That's it. That's what it is. All. My jacket. This thing. Button up. Every one of them. Don't care. It's just like, what about this? What about that? It's just ridiculous. It's whataboutisms don't solve anything in the real world. It's absurd. It's just absurd. It's very absurd to do that. Anyways, as we were, thank you for following. I appreciate that. As we were. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll drink to that. Crazy work. I'll drink to that. We are actively in a horrifying area. See what he says. If Iran doesn't fully stop without threat the Strait of Hormuz within 40 hours from this exact point in time, the United States of America will hit and obliterate the various power points, starting with the biggest one first. Thank you for your attention. This matter, President Donald J. Trump. I am pleased to report the United States, American country, Iran have had over the last few days very good and productive. This is interesting. Right, this is interesting. This is March. This is March 23rd. This was March 23rd. Like he when he posts, he has to understand. You have to understand this. So I am pleased to report that the United States of America and the country of Iran have had over the last 2 days very good and productive conversations regarding a complete and total resolutions of our hostilities in the Middle East. Based on the tenor and tone of these in-depth, detailed, and constructive conversations, which will continue throughout the week, I have instructed the Department of War to postpone any and all military strikes against Iran power plants and energy infrastructure for a 5-day period, subject to the success of the ongoing meetings and discussions. This doesn't sound like a. Let me point this out, right? When he does this stuff, this doesn't sound like a confident person talking about a deal they made. This sounds about like somebody trying to reassure themselves of a lie they're telling themselves. Things are pretty good. Things are pretty good, actually. These are pretty good. Everything's fine, and I'm having a great time. Everything's fantastic. This is not good. It doesn't sound good. It's interesting. I'm pausing period as by 10 days. I need to see what the hardcore Trumpers. What's that? Gunther Eagleman? This guy. This guy's a hardcore Trumper, right? He hasn't posted it confirmed. Then I'll post. I don't know what he's on about. And what kills me about this entire thing is that everybody keeps saying, "Oh, we were invaded by." I don't care about that. We were invaded by the nonsense of Biden and all this stuff. And people think that I love Biden when I don't like Trump. Both suck. Both are bad people. Both are horrible, just nasty, evil people. Like it's insane, right? And I am forced to learn about politics. I don't like learning about politics. I am forced to learn about politics. I'm just forced because it's actively affecting my life. I can't just say, "Oh, I guess gas is higher today. That's interesting. Oh, I guess my groceries cost twice as much. That's interesting." I can't do that anymore. I have to actively be involved about what's going on and what's happening. Are you a centralist? It's called a centrist, and I'm not. Thank you very much for following righteous. I appreciate that. Biden was kind of boring. Biden's just kind of boring. That's all he is. Do I think we'll survive tonight? I think we'll be fine for tonight for sure. I don't think anything's gonna happen tonight. Santa's coming tonight. I don't think anything's gonna happen tonight, realistically. I think what we're gonna be seeing is the results of everything, right? Because things are gonna be moving really fast if he does something ridiculous. Like if Trump fully goes through with being a psychopath, which God, I hope he doesn't. What Trump likes to do, and this is always cool, is he'll cause a mess and then he'll leave. He says, "Oh, I'm causing a mess. Let's get out of here, guys. We'll deal with this later." He calls a big hoopla, big uproar, then leave. That's the whole thing. Yeah, One Piece Wit Studio announcement. That's the whole thing. I don't care about the Twitch, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't care about that. A lot of stuff happening in my timeline. What is with it? And this is what kills me. So we're betting on nuclear war. Like we're betting on nuclear war all over Kalshi. Like we're just betting on it. We are actively we won't drop nukes. We don't want civilian casualties, just infrastructure. All right, let me help you out here. Let me help you out here. Let me help you out. Let me help you out with that statement because I'm very curious about that. So, picture this, right? I want you to imagine this. Let's actually use our brains for a second. That's a class, right? Let's picture that. Oh, I don't want to hurt anybody. I just need to destroy the power plants and the water supply, but that won't hurt anybody. Everybody leave the Walmart. I'm going to destroy the Walmart. You won't be able to get any food, but I'm going to destroy the Walmart, and you guys will be fine, right? I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to destroy the infrastructure around them, right? That will hurt the military. It will hurt some civilians, but I'm not directly attacking the civilians. You see, I'm indirectly attacking the civilians to drown them out, right? So you are hurting civilians just in a very roundabout way. You can't use that logic. Like, that's insane. Is that not insane? Right? Is that not the most insane thing you could say to me? Right? Is that not crazy? Is that crazy? It hurts everyone. You're not. That's crazy. That's insane. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're watching your visitor. That's cool. Appreciate you. You know what's crazy? Right? I don't even blame anybody for defending Trump. I really don't. I'm not going to blame anybody for defending Trump. I don't blame anyone for defending Trump. If anyone defends Trump, I don't blame you. Because you have been sensationalized. Because you only see two options. And that's so real. That's so real. You see either I believe in trans people or I go for Trump. And there's no other options. And I don't hate you for that. Because I know a lot of people just don't like trans people. And that's fair. And that's a big fear. And if it wasn't trans people, it was going to be gay people. If it wasn't gay people, it was going to be black people. Whatever the group is, you need a common enemy to hate. And I've discovered something. This is a really cool thing. When you get into a conversation with a lot of these people, when you speak to them as humans, eye to eye, person to person, you discover their biggest fear isn't the elites or human crimes. Their biggest fear is that they believe the devil isn't the biggest threat to humanity. That's what they think it is. They think that, oh, these wars, these nukes, all this stuff, they think all that is second to the biggest threat to humanity, which is the literal devil, right? That's the big thing. That's the big thing. And I don't care about how stupid you are for the most part. But if you think the devil is the biggest thing on the planet, if you think the devil is the biggest issue on the planet, right? Biggest issue to humanity, you think it's the devil. Where is he? Maybe he exists in the hearts of humans. Can we agree to that? Can we meet in the middle? I'm willing to meet in the middle with you people. I'm really willing to meet in the middle with you. Because you hate whatever group it is, whether you hate immigrants, illegal immigrants, whether you hate black people so much, whether you hate what's other, whether you hate the Mexican people, gay people, black, whatever it is, you hate them so much that you think, well, he's black because he came from hell because he's covered in ash and that's why he's black. Okay, cool, right? Whatever. I don't care about that. I really don't. I don't care that you think that black people are from hell. But now you say, well, gay people are from hell because the gay people are from hell because that's sodomy. That's against the Bible. Well, trans people, God made you as you are, perfect, so you can't go against what God made you. Why would you do that? You're trying to change what God made you, and God doesn't make mistakes. Perfect. God doesn't make mistakes. So he purposely kicked us out of Eden. He purposely caused the flood. He doesn't make mistakes. He didn't feel bad about kicking them out. He doesn't make mistakes. Ever. Never makes mistakes. Ever makes mistakes. He got rid of the Tower of Babel. Reason he got rid of the Tower of Babel because he don't want people communicating. Because he said if we all communicate with each other, that we all might be too strong, because he was scared that humans are going to reach heaven. He was horrified that if we all came together, we would reach heaven. He was scared of this very concept. And I ask you, from the bottom of my heart, I ask you, you think the devil, the literal devil, Satan, which means enemy of God, you think the devil is the biggest threat to all of humanity, all of us together? I think the biggest threat is us, who could be captured by demons. And that's okay. Let's say that. Let's say we're captured by the mindset of demons and the devils and all the evils in the world. We're captured by these things. Let's say we are, okay? Then we're still fighting a common enemy. My issue is with humans. Your issue is with the devil. I can agree with you that demons exist in the hearts of man, and we can reach a new area. We can get progress done if we just agree. We just agree to that, right? Can we do that? Can we do that? As a unit, as a family, can we do that? Please. This is crazy. It's crazy to me to have people that are so nonsensical. It's yes, we can agree if we dumb down their level 100%. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to dumb down to their level. I'm willing to do that. I am willing to do that. I am so willing to just meet people at their level. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do that. You know, all we have too, we have people arguing. What about you bombing schools? And what about this? And what about that? We just have people arguing online, doing nothing. These people, right? Who watch this?
During your show to lift America's spirits.
I want you to look. Ignore this for 1 second. I don't even care what they're talking about. I want you to look at the people. We have people in makeup, people in suits, all talking about the destruction and evil that's going to be caused. Well, what can we do about this? What are the moral implications about this? What's going to do this? This is what we have.
Is the deadline 8 o'clock? I didn't notice.
Yes.
The threat, I see it like, remember when Tyson said he wanted to eat Lennox Lewis's children?
Mm-hmm.
I saw it as trash talk. I didn't actually think Tyson was going to devour his children for dinner.
Here.
So this is typical Trump, right? You set a deadline, you have an extreme threat, and hopefully you force the opponent to buckle. And that's what this is all about. I don't know if they're going to extend. I don't know if they're going to escalate. Nobody knows, but JD's right. It's really up to the Iranians. If they're going to wage economic warfare, we have the right to wage economic warfare. If they're going to attack the world economy, we can hit their economy. The Israelis have already hit the petrochemical camps, which they get $18 billion from, okay? And they use that to build missiles to fire at us. We've hit steel plants. Without steel, they can't rebuild the bridges that we're going to bomb. When did bombing a bridge turn into a war crime? When did that happen? Every single modern American president has bombed a bridge, almost. I think we've been sabotaging bridges since, I don't know, when bridges began to be built. When Zelensky knocked out the bridge into Crimea, the left called him a war hero. But when Trump threatens to do it, he's a war criminal? What? Zelensky's been bombing Russian power plants for 3 years. No one said anything. The Democrats are walking around with their little Ukrainian flag pins, shoveling more money at the guy. Listen, this is, according to military doctrine, you go up the escalation ladder in order them to force open the strait. It's not like one big power plant in that country. There's like 100 power plants. So a couple of them feed power to the military or the military-industrial complex, and you can take a few out. Some of the bridges, you isolate the missile cities, you cut off the capital for the rest of the country. This is standard operating procedure. They could escalate back, but this is what's done. And what's the alternative? You send in a ground assault unit? I don't think we're there yet.
So, let me explain something, right? Who is this guy? I want to know what is his name? Because somebody tell me this person's name. Who is this person? What is his name? What is this person's name? I would like to know the name Jesse Waters. Thank you. So Jesse Waters makes 25 million a year, right? 25 million a year. Rage baiting. Right? He just rage baits people. Right? So that's what he's doing. He's rage baiting. Right? Sean Hannity makes 25 million, he rage baits. These people, right? These big people, they're making 25 million. Right? Right? That's important. Right? He's probably maybe 5 million. Who knows? Low things. This guy. Get away from me. This guy. Right? He is a millionaire. Whoever the person is, that guy that was talking, he doesn't care about you people. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care. So you're seeing these people rage bait you, saying, oh yeah, this is how war goes. This is how it happens. This is what it is. They don't care. They don't care. Do you take your Risperdal, Mr. Saros? I don't know what that is. It's antipsychotic? Oh, okay. No. I just had a snack today. So here goes the fun thing too, right? Here goes the fun thing. If you go to Kalshi or Poly Market, these people, if they say certain things, they can bet on themselves, right? They can bet on themselves, and they can make hundreds of millions of dollars by betting on themselves to say specific things. This is what the issue is with predictive markets, right? If there's a bet for Trump to say Pizza Hut 3 times, right? And there's a yes bet that he'll say Pizza Hut 3 times, and you can make $100,000 off a $100 bet. Or, no, he won't say Pizza Hut 3 times. You get put in 500, you get a 1.2 times increase. That's okay. Right? Trump randomly, well, Pizza Hut's pretty cool, and Pizza Hut's kind of crazy, and I just enjoy Pizza Hut so much. I think about Pizza Hut all the time. So now, everybody thinking, why would he say Pizza Hut? He said Pizza Hut. Why Pizza Hut? Why that? Why that? Crazy, isn't it? Why that specific word? Well, that's because that's what's going on Couchy. That's what's going on. You know what people are doing? This is the whole thing. This is what people are doing. So, because this is how you never lose on Kalshi or Poly Market, by the way. Because Kalshi and Poly Market exist, there are similar bets. So, what people will do is they'll do one bet on Kalshi and say no. Then they'll do one bet on Poly Market and say yes. And it will be the same exact bet for the same exact thing on both of these things. So they'll have an account for both of them. That's what they do. So they never lose. So you would say, oh, I hope this ends soon. I hope they stop doing insider trading. I hope this predictive market goes away. But there are people that I know that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars every day. Every day. Just every day. Betting on yes and then no. Yes and then no to the same exact thing. How would they gain? I'll do some math for you right quick. I'll explain. I'll show you some fun math. Okay, so let's say let's just do math. I'm gonna do some math for you. Let me go to my drive. Let me go to my drive. Let's get there. Okay. Let's do math. Because you don't understand how people can make money doing this. Okay, right? So let's be realistic. Let's say you have $200. Easy work, right? Let's say if you vote yes on one option, you get 800 bucks. And if you do no on one option, you only get $300. Pretty simple, pretty fair. And if you put in 100 bucks on each of these bets, so let's say you start off, you do 100 on each of these bets, right? If you do yes, you get 100, 800, and you do no, you get 300, right? Now, if you do if you put the 100 in and it's no, you get no money. If you do 100 in and it's yes, you get no money. If you do it no, right? Understand. Easy work, right? So let me explain what they do. On Kalshi, they say yes. And then on Polymarket, they say no. So let's say the person says no, right? They lose $100, but they gain $300. So they would leave with a net gain value, right? They'd leave with about 300 bucks. They would have only lost 200 and gained 300. So they gained $100. So now they have more money to make sense, right? They got more money to move around with, right? They got more money to move around with. So now they got 150. So they find another bet. Oh, 150. Okay. So on this bet, if they say yes, it's a crazy one. They get 1,500. If somebody runs across the Super Bowl naked, oh, they get 1,500. But if nobody does it, oh no, if that doesn't happen, they only get, they do 150, and they only get a measly $600. They bet 150 on both of these, right? So they're at zero. They don't have any money right now. They 150 on both of them, right? They put in all their money, and one's on Kalshi, one's on Polymarket, right? That's how it works. That's how it works. So let's say nobody runs across. They still leave with $600. So we started at 200, by the way. We have gained $400 off 2 bets. That's where we're at. As a matter of fact, I could show you this I could show you that. I'm not going to actually gamble. That's ridiculous. That's disgusting. If you go to Salty Bet, right? If you go to Salty Bet is a thing where you can bet on Mugen matches. You can bet on Mugen matches. If you make 2 accounts on Salty Bet, if you duplicate tab. Let me see. Can I open a private window? How do I open a private window on Opera? I'm gonna do screen capture. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, because this only makes sense if I can explain this to you this way. It only makes sense if I can do it this way. Okay, that one's that. I'm gonna show you what I mean, because it will make more sense when I show you what I'm talking about. This will make a lot more sense. Just please walk with me. I beg of you to walk with me for a second. That's my screen background. All right. I need you to walk with me for a moment. Hold on. I just need you to walk with me for 1 second. Display capture. Okay. I just need you to walk with me. Right. Okay. Right. I'm about to create an account on Salty Bet, right? I'm about to make a whole thing. Let's say my name is Keto Man, right? Whatever. Just want whatever password works. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not a robot. And I sign up. I already got that signed in. Dang it. I already did that. Hold on. I already signed in. Let me sign in real fast. No, I can't do that. Whatever my password is. I forgot my password. So let's see here. We sign in. Okay. So I got like $1,000 on this. Like, this is fake money, by the way. This is all fake money. So I signed in there, right? Boom. And that battle's going on. And I could bet on this anytime. Right? I could bet on it. This is what they do. Let me see if I can do a private window. Salty Bet. right here. This is how you make infinite money. This is what they do all the time. Let's see. Do my second email. Boom. Okay, me. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So this is what happens here. So there's a match going on right now, right? You see this match? I'm going to put this right here. We can all see the match. Let's see. Let me get right here. We can all see the match, right? I got to lower this one. We can all see the match, right? It's twice on my screen. You can see it. It's twice on my screen now. So it's the same match going on, but I have 2 accounts. So I will never lose if I continually bet yes and then no. Right? If I just bet yes and then no on every one of these. If I do both, if I do both, I just don't lose ever. That's what people are doing. Because the same bets are on Kalshi and Polymarket. That's the reality of what's going on. That's what's happening. So, I'm going to show you. So, I have both of them up, right? So, boom. Going to put this up. Max screen it. This is going on. This is on Twitch. Let's see. It's full screen it, right? So, Terry's winning. Whatever's going on here. That's what it is. Why would you not do this? Obviously, why would you wouldn't do this? That's why I'm explaining the issue. The issue I'm explaining isn't the fact that why would you not do this? The issue that I'm explaining is the fact of the matter that the reason that politicians will continually do this is that they'll never lose. They're not losing anything. So when they say this inflammatory, rage-baiting stuff and all these horrifying, evil, bad things, they're never losing. They're never losing. That's the thing. They're never losing. So the match is over right now, right? This is an S-tier battle. And now I have the freedom to bet on who I want to win, right? So I'm going to do this right here. Pull up the other thing. Pull the other one. Boom. Now I got both of them up. Now the bets are open. Now I can do a wager. Now I'm going to put 300 on the left, right? And then 300 on the right. So now it doesn't matter who wins or loses. Completely irrelevant to me. Doesn't matter who wins or loses. All that matters is that I'm about to win. I'm coming up. I'm started with 1,000 on both, got 2,000. I'm coming up. I'm coming up on this, regardless of what's happening. I'm coming up on this. That's the issue. That's the problem. Hey, Endless Night, what's going on? That's the problem. That is the big issue right now. Right? You understand what I'm saying? You grasp it? You understand what I'm saying, right? You understand the words I'm coming out of my mouth? And now we see which one's gonna win. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Why you're so tired all the time? I'm not tired. I'm fully awake. I'm not tired at all. I'm not tired. Why do you people think I'm tired? I get more sleep than the average. I'm not tired. I'm not a tired person. I'm not tired at all. In any capacity, I'm not sleepy. You right now, yes, you can go to Crim Chapter and cash in on war money. Did you escape out the Yakuza crazy work? And this is a complete wash. A commercial break. Oh, brother. This is a complete wash. So, I get if the person on the left wins, I get $202, right? Person on the right wins. How much do I get on this one? Did I not lock in my bet? Eh, well. Anyways, that's what I'm talking about. It's the same thing over and over again. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. It's all bad all around. This is the point I'm talking about. And the thing that's killing me is that people think, oh well, I could do this and this. I would make hundreds and thousands of dollars doing this. The fact that you think that's the issue. That's the problem. That's the problem because they're doing this in more ways than you could count. Right? Right? Because I need some bills paid. This is illegal though, right? It is not illegal to do what I just show. I don't think that's illegal. Because it's two different sites and it's two different bets. The whole thing. It's killing me. It's actually killing me. Let's see what's going on here. What's happening? Thank you for following. I appreciate it. What kind of microphone is that? HyperX 2. That's a horrifying thing. That's horrifying. What's the latest? Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for donating $1 to
Trying
Super
to look
Chat.
at,
I can't read
Lisa,
the message. I
because
apologize,
I think
but thank
Emily
you. I
made a
appreciate
very
that.
key point here. At least in one video that we've seen, we have two that we've been playing. This is entirely women. This is children. These are the most vulnerable members of Iranian society and those who are targeted most. And that is who you are circling around your plant, your women and your children.
Well, Kaylee, think about the juxtaposition between what we're seeing here and what President Trump and the United States military just did to rescue two of our military men behind enemy lines. President Trump said no man left behind. The Iranian regime, they're willing to sacrifice their own people. They're willing to put them out to slaughter. And then you look at the contrast.
I would like to point this out. Let me dissect this clip for a second. So, did she just say that there are only women and children?
But we've been following this hour the story of human chains that are being formed in front of several power plants in Iran. You are looking at these images. They're jarring to look at, Lisa, because I think Emily made a very key point here. At least in one video that we've seen, we have two that we've been playing. This is entirely women. This is children.
Well, there's men right here, right? There's men right here. If we can be so bold, if we can be so for real right now, there are men right here. If we can be so bold and for real right now, if we can be serious, if we can just jot down and be serious for a second, if we can actually tell the truth for a second, there are men right there. And not even to say that this isn't a horrifying thing that they have to do, but it is. There are men right there.
And then you look at the contrast here in the United States, the lengths that the United States military went to get our people behind, because we don't leave a man behind. We value human life, so much so that even former Obama Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson said that mission was probably more daring and complex than the Osama bin Laden raid. So that's what we're willing to do in the United States of America. So contrast that with what these sick, evil, you know what, are willing to do.
Okay, so this is so important. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. Like maybe I'm an idiot. What's CNN saying? Maybe I should go to CNN. Let's see what's happening. What's going on with CNN? What do you got, CNN? The Trump threat to cross into war crimes. Okay. Uh-huh. Love your nails, by the way. Oh, I forgot I had them done. Bada bing, bada boom. Maybe I'm dumb.
Last thing I want to ask about is this conversation about war crimes. I haven't wanted to go too far with this because there's not been a bombing yet. We don't know what the next 24 hours will bring. But here's Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut talking to us on CNN.
Yeah, he said a civilization. Like, he said a civilization. Like, this is, I feel as though we're not really harping on the fact of what he actually said. We're not, but sure, you're not hearing him though, right? You're not hearing them though. Like, what specifically? Let's just hear exactly what he said. We're not hearing him. I feel as though we're not hearing what he's saying. I feel like we're not hearing him. I feel like we're not hearing him though. Hold on. I feel like we're overlooking exactly what he said. No, I skipped over it. Hold on. Great Jarrett. Trump allies. Done. Cool. Ted Shannon. I wish this was easier to navigate, but it's impossible to navigate this website. Okay. Let's look. Let's look at what he actually said. A whole civilization will die tonight. Like, we have to, there's no room for interpretation, right? Let me read the whole thing, because a lot of people say, you got to read the whole thing. Never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. This is so WWE. Tell you what, I'm going to read this how I read it in my head. Right? I'm going to read this how I read it in my head. And you tell me how this sounds. Right? You ready? You ready? You guys ready? Read this how it sounds in my head. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. Ready? A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. Now, I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long, complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. Now, does this sound like perhaps WWE? Dragon Ball? Very sensationalized, if I could. Now, we can imagine that is exactly what he's going for here. Tune in to the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Like, he sounds like he's announcing a new act. Somebody's coming up for him. Like, that's what it is, right? That's what he's doing. He is an entertainer at heart. If you want to say Trump is a great entertainer, 100%. I give you that. Brother's a great entertainer. But he's not a great president. Like, that's crazy. I don't know what he's doing right now, but it feels as though we're having the most spectacular, rat-tacular nonsense we're actually having. It just feels so sensationalized. Insanely sensational. All right, let me go ahead. I'll just... I don't have an account, do I? Do I have an account? I don't have an account. I don't have an account. 1 second, folks. Let me make an account. Me make an account. I'm just gonna make an account at this point. This is killing me. So I thought that if I could inherit something good from all the bad, that I could Cancel out the darkness I inherited from dad. No, I am no longer funny, 'cause I miss the way you laugh. You once caught me forever, now forever is in the past. But I love Vermont 'cause it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom and she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. And I spend each night with some version of you that I might not have, but I will not lose. I don't have to go, I don't have to lose. Username is taken. Well, apparently I've made an account on here before. Okay. Write my email. There you go, buddy. All right. I'm going to skip this step. It's going to go ahead and go to Donald Trump. You automatically follow Donald Trump the instant you did. Like, I didn't click on it. I didn't even click on it yet. But you automatically, as soon as you make a thing on this website, you automatically follow Donald Trump. As soon as you open the website. You don't have an option. It just, you automatically follow Trump. That's quite interesting. I'm not gonna comment on that realistically. That's just, if I had a website, I'd make sure people were following me too. Skip this step. Next. Skip this step. All right, I have 85 alerts. Okay. All right, now here's what I wanted to do. Oh, I don't have ads now. That's beautiful. Less ads if you actually make an account. Okay, cool. That's actually kind of nice. I appreciate that. Thank you, Trump, for thinking about me. Let's see. Oh, he said he did it 10 hours ago. I don't know why I'm this far. Here we are. What are the comments saying? All right, let's see these comments. I stand with President Donald Trump. Thank you is never enough. God bless our military. Okay, the Democratic Party must never ever control this nation. Who agrees? Are these bots? Are these all bots? I'm sorry. Are these all? Is it just a bunch of bots talking to each other? Is this just bots? Ain't no way. It's really just bots. There's no way. There's no conversation happening. Actually, let me see here. Where's the praise be to Allah? Where's that at? It's too bad the Supreme Court, blah, 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 blah. Is it literally AI? Are the only people on this website AI? I'm okay. If you're not going to West, oh wait, open the straight. That's what it is. Open the straight. This is crazy. It's just other posts on top of other posts. What's happening? What is this? And it's all just AI pictures like this. What is this? What is happening? He is not here. He has risen. Did they think he's Jesus? Is this just bots? I'm so sorry. Dump NATO. They are not our allies. I am. What is this website? I am. It has to be bots. Are you heavily involved with it? I also tried BK with listening secretary. I was looking for most very dead among. No, between it's worth keeping up with Trump's YouTube. There's literally nothing worthwhile on there. Trump truth to the site just collects all the posts. It's probably a reason to be on it. I found a call on Twitter. I said no, hell no. I guess that's just them. What is a study I can look at? Is there a study I can figure out? Is there? Can I have a? Is there a study I can figure out? It's like a ghost town. How long ago is this? That's 2022. Interesting. That doesn't matter. I guess I can't really figure out anything there. I guess I'll go to r/conservative and see what they're saying over here. Alright, this is how we get the thing. Oh my god, whole thing got deleted. It's more Trump's posturing and a bluff. Okay, let's see r/conservative. What are they saying over here? Praise for the Iranian people who are against the radical leaders of Iran. What is everything deleted? What, am I stupid? Oh my god, I can't. Everything's getting deleted. What's happening here? I am. It was deleted. Wait, I've never seen this on Reddit. I've never seen this on Reddit. I've never seen this on Reddit actually. Why are all the comments deleted? Can I view some more reply? They're deleted. They're all deleted. Everything's deleted. What is happening here? Why is everything deleted? What happened? There's even they don't believe it's real on r/conservative. They don't even think it's real. There's no way this is real. Literally said the same thing my friend would show me. I couldn't believe it. I kind of still don't. If you're reading this from the future and can't think Harambe is still the point of divergence, except for Harambe. Whereas, like, no, I can't understand what Trump thought to gain from this. Like, he's trying to become a lame duck next January. They're like, what is the context of praise Allah? I don't get it. I love AI making me double check the truth show thinking he was hacked, cursing us and jar. No, he kept it up. Nope, not touching this. And it's just deleted comments. It's again deleted comments. Again, it's just like a thread of deleted. It's a whole thing. What is up? Why are they? Whoa! Oh my God! This can't be. This is bad. You're confiscating your sub. Have a lovely time. Thank you for being here. This is bad. Please save us. You have to end the war. Ichigo, please save the Soul Society. Ichigo, please save the Soul Society. Bye bye, Bondi. Like, yeah, like, this doesn't really matter. The Bondi stuff didn't matter either. Like, another person's gonna get converted. It's gonna be a whole thing. Oh, man. This is bad. This is bad. This is just looking not good. Not looking to be the best here. Not looking. Oh my God! I just took away my own camera. Hold a second. Not looking to be the best here, to be quite honest with you. Not. Just wanted to let you know. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, we've accomplished 0 things with Trump so far. I'm not sure exactly what's happening with old boy. I don't know. I really want to see what's happening here with. Let's see what's happening here.
Hi,
Get away from me. Let's see. Let's see what's happening with you. We're a little cooked. We're a little cooked. We're a little, and I hate to say it. I really do hate to say it, but we might be a little cooked. Bro said one last goon? What? That's gross. Thank you for the $5 to super chat. Let's see what this says. Can we please together reenact the raising? You should check if I'm banned. I don't think I'm banned here. I wish this wasn't so god-awfully bright. He was just spam posting here. It's crazy because these are definitely bots. Like, there's no way these aren't bots. There's no reasonable human that would... Like, they're all bots. There's no way they're not bots. Like, there's no way to even confirm. There's no way... These are all bots. There's no way these aren't bots. There's no way they're not bots. Like, this is insane to me. What? Done what? I already made the thing. I already made the, like, I've already made it. What a shame. What a shame. I don't know how to feel about any of this garbage, man. I haven't been to school in like 6 years, dude. I don't know. I haven't been to school in 6 years. This is like, I don't even know how to feel about any of this garbage anymore. Cause it's really just it's just unnatural garbage. What we're witnessing is just so much garbage all at once. And it's not even good here. It's not even good to see any of this. It's just not good. This is low-key depressing. Thanks for following. I appreciate that. It's low-key depression. What is it? What is it? What does it all mean? Turn up my audio? Where? On which part? Where should I turn up my audio? Where? Oh, what should I turn up my audio on? Anybody have an issue with my audio? I'm not quite sure. Where? Where should I turn up my audio at? Where? Tell me where I should turn my audio. My audio's okay? Good. Ah! So I'm seeing a lot of people in chat say a lot of crazy stuff right now. I just want to point this out. Just want to say this. If you are horrified, let me explain what's gonna happen. Let me just, if I could just like explain. Give me 1 second. If I could just be so real here. Okay. So let's say Trump attacks the power plants tonight, right? There's going to be massive blackouts in Iran. There's going to be, it would disrupt hospitals, it would water systems, and daily life would be destroyed completely. It would hurt civilians significantly more than it would hurt the military, right? That's the whole thing. Now, if this does happen, it will go to the whole region, right? Because Israel would go crazy. It would attack places such as Saudi Arabia and Qatar. It would go to Iraq and Syria and Yemen. It would go crazy. It would go crazy. It would be a back and forth strike. It would attack the bases that America has in Japan as well. Iran could attack Japan. We could get World War III. But you are fine right now. You're fine. Right? You are fine. You're fine right now. You're not going to your life right now. Reassuring? I'm not trying to reassure you. I'm telling you at this exact moment, you're fine. What did I say? Right now, you're fine. At this exact moment, you are okay. 400, yeah. 400 people. What? At this exact moment. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah. 100%. You're not dead yet. No, you're not. You're not dead yet. Think about it like this. You are dying, but you're not dead. You know? What's up? To get this serious? I mean, like, I'm not unserious, essentially. So, I mean, we're kind of cruising right now. We're doing just fantastic right now. We're doing good. I was. All right, hold up a second. I think we accomplished. Hold up, we got an update. It's an actual video, or is it they goofing with me? Are they goofing me? Am I getting goofed? Hold on, I think I'm getting goofed. Breaking: U.S. says free flow oil straight loss must be a part of any. Okay, cool. Where's the deal? Just then, a deal between U.S. and Iran is expected to close tonight, per CNN. A regional source said some good news is expected from both sides soon. These discussions were steered directly by Pakistan's Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir. The source added that a deal is expected to be closed tonight. So, I'm excited to see the deal. Let's go ahead and figure that out. We got Poly Market. Hold up a second. The odds are soaring. U.S. and Iran ceasefire. I'm on Poly Market. Gross. It's disgusting. Oh, I don't want to go on Poly Market. You know what I keep seeing? All right, so let's actually talk about this for a second, right? So you'll see people, and this is what I've discovered about, I don't know, people on the internet. Obviously, you know that it is bots making things such as, let's say, this right here. This is obviously bots, right? Making this is AI photo stuff right there. And this will drive up rage bait engagement, right? This will continue and it will go on and make more rage bait and stuff of that variety. And it will keep going and going and going and going and going. Okay? Right? We get that. Here goes my biggest problem. People will think that the opinions of the bots are the opinions of the masses because other bots will like that comment and then they'll see one comment have 10,000 likes and say, look at all these MAGA idiots liking this tweet that says we should have more wars. And then you'll have another account that's like leftist and saying, no more wars. And then they'll think every leftist says no more wars and we should be peaceful and all this jazz. That's ridiculous. That we are getting our opinions and arguing bots versus bots over and over again. We are literally arguing a bot versus a bot. That's crazy to me. That seems crazy. There's so much misinformation going on here. Now, the average person obviously is not smart enough to decipher between what is real and what is fake. They're not going to know what's happening and what's not happening. That's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. It's disgusting. It is how to weaken the masses. I keep telling people it is up versus down and not left versus right. It is literally up v down. It's up versus down. I don't F with X, Facebook, or Instagram anymore. Good for you. Good for you. So good. You say you hate turn-based combat, yet you argue online. Curious. Check Trump's Truth Social. Brother, we were already checking Trump's Truth Social. We were already there. Nothing's happening. Nothing's going on. Oh, here it goes. Oh, my bad. Based on conversations with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Field Marshal Asim Munir of Pakistan, and where they requested that I hold off the destructive force being sent to Iran, and subject to the Islamic Republic and on agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz, I agreed to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. This will be a double-sided ceasefire. The reason for not doing so is that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives and are very far along with the definitive agreement long-term peace with Iran. In peace in the Middle East, we received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate. Almost all the various points of past contention have been agreed to between the United States and Iran, but a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated on behalf of the United States of America. As president, honor, and also representing the countries of the Middle East, it is an honor to have this long-term problem close for resolution. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Thank God he chickened out. Thank God. Thank God. That was so annoying to deal with. Person of the Year, the American Soldier. What this is straight up just that's I don't even want to scroll down because it's a nothing on there. It's actively nothing. I'm not even sure what that is. So we did it. We've done it, guys. Ladies with gentle hands. We've done it. All right, so let me explain what's gonna happen. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Now I get to tell you some doomer stuff. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Is this a legit source though? Brother, that was from Donald Trump. I'm sorry. Let me I'm sorry. Was that a legitimate source? Brother, this is Donald Trump. What do you mean? Is this a legitimate source? That's fair. But if Donald Trump said that he is not going to bomb them tonight, then brother, I'm willing to trust that hopefully he is not going to bomb him tonight. That's what I'm hoping for. That's really what it is. Now, here let me explain what's going to happen. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me explain what's going to happen. Iran is going to break this deal. They are going to break this deal immediately. They are going to break this deal immediately. Now, would it be great if we got the Strait open? That'd be great. Let's really analyze this. Based on conversations and wherein they requested I hold off the destructive force being sent and subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran, agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz, I agreed to suspend the bombing attack for a period of 2 weeks. So this is what we got. The 2-week deadline. We got a 2-week deadline. Right? That's where we're at. That's what we got. So that's where we're at. Could you say all that again? My eyes were closed. Tell you what, I'll do it like a YouTube video for you. I'll even post this later tonight. How's that? I'll make it easier for you. Hold on. That's funny. That's legitimately funny. Ladies with gentle hands, boys and girls, children of many ages throughout the entire variety of the world that I appreciate, and I love you all inside of my chat and inside my YouTube channel currently watching this. Everybody say hello, YouTube. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to have your acquaintance. We have a word from Donald John Trump. He has decided with all of his grace and benevolence to bless us all together as a unit, as a spectrum. He has told us in totality that he has made peace deals with Iran. Let's go ahead and read the statement that he made in totality all together now. Let's do it as a joy and a thing. So, based on conversations with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Field Marshal Azim Munir of Pakistan, and wherein they requested that I hold off the destructive force being sent tonight to Iran, and subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz, I agreed to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. This will be a double-sided ceasefire. The reason for doing so is that we have already met and exceeded all military operations. We've done it, all the objectives, and are very far along with the definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East. He's finally going to do it. He's finally going to do it. Oh my, he's finally going to do it. After all these years, all these decades, Donald Trump is going to bring peace to the Middle East. I'm so proud of him for being able to do this. This is very important because Donald Trump said it on his Truth Social. So it has to be true. 100%, it has to be true. Why would it be fake? Why would Donald Trump ever lie? He would never lie in my entire life. I've never seen Donald Trump lie. He's the greatest president to ever exist. I love him so much. He's never lied. I love him so much. So, long-term peace with Iran. Peace in the Middle East. We received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate. Almost all the various points of past contention have been agreed to between the United States and Iran, but a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated on behalf of the United States of America as president. And also, representing the countries of the Middle East, it is an honor to have this long-term problem closed to resolution. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. So that is what we got so far. That's the reality of what's happening right now. Now I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen or what could possibly happen. Iran could just destroy people who enter the Straits of Hormuz. They could just start boom, boom, boom. What are you going to do? Bang, bang, bang. Everybody that goes and destroys, they just destroy them. They could just do that. That could be reality of what's happening. Donald Trump has said many times over and over again that, I don't know. What could possibly happen? What's the reality of the world? What's the reality of the situation? Who has any idea what could possibly happen? Because Trump backed out earlier. I don't know if you remember earlier. Trump was talking out of his hoo-ha. Trump was saying the craziest statements of all time. Trump was saying every sentence but peace. He said we will destroy an entire civilization will be wiped off the map tonight, is what he said. He said an entire civilization. I want you to reread what he said. I'm not going to forget this. A whole civilization will die tonight. Think of that. Let's read it. I'm going to read it as he probably read it in his head. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. Now, I don't want that to happen. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm the nicest guy to ever exist. But it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world, 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death, will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. You know what this? I'm going to translate this in AAVE to make it easier for you. I'll help you out. Translate it to AAVE for you. On God, a whole civilization is about to die tonight. Unless they back down. That's it. There you go. Enjoy. That's what it is. There goes your entire whole thing in AAVE in a few sentences. Hopefully that makes it a bit easier for you to understand. Now, A lot of people have thought to themselves, can I convert this to slam poetry? Can I convert this to slam poetry? As you understand, Donald Trump is the man with a plan. He thinks that they can destroy us in Pakistan, but they don't understand me, that we standing on business. We about to finesse the oil. We about to rain down hell on Iran. They gonna run away from the way we about to play, because Trump don't come to play. He comes to stay. He is not Taco Trump. He's Taco dumping the mag. That's right. Everybody gonna get glad bags for the bodies that's about to run. It's about to be a bukkake, because we coming down, running around, coming in. They think we clowns? No, we about to be astound. Ding, boom, open the door. I'm about to explore like Dora. No immigrants in my land. That's right, we playing in the sand. We the beast in the Middle East. That's right, and we bring in peace. Assalamu alaikum, God bless. That is what Trump is doing, and that is what he thinks he's doing. He thinks he's the greatest thing to happen since sliced, unearned bread. He thinks he's amazing. We're not going to get anything. We're getting nothing. Nothing. Oh my God, Iran could just break this deal immediately. That's what they've been doing with Israel for the past, 57,000 years. We're going to have a ceasefire between these two places. I know with the bombing Gaza, and it's the people are in straits and destroyed, and free them all. It's great. Who do you stand with? What's going on? We are in the worst era of the world of all time. That is what's happening. That's what's happening. Iran is talking. They're having conversation. They're speaking to each other. Who cares? Realistically, and if I could be so bold, if Trump were to attack those power plants, that would have been a horrifying war crime. That would have caused so many people to get involved, thus sparking World War III. Destroying that would have caused massive blackouts to the regular civilian population. That would have destroyed everybody in totality, and then they would have actually had to retaliate, because that is a humanitarian crime. That would have caused other people around them to get involved. That would have caused Iran to retaliate by attacking U.S. bases in other countries, which would have caused other countries to get involved. We would be seeing escalation to the likes that we have not seen in his lifetime. As of current, we would have the greatest issues of misinformation as we are having right now. People arguing with bots saying that we actually wanted this war, and we are having a disgusting thing. Trump is so scared of a forever war, but it keeps extending out. He doesn't want this issue to keep happening. Now, nobody is confident in Trump right now, and you're not going to see gas prices shoot back down. 2 weeks are going to pass by, and we're going to see the reality of what's going to happen, because we still have to wait out the 2 weeks. We still have 2 weeks. That is 14 days. That's 10 business days. That's a long time. That's a crazy long time. 2 weeks. And this 2 weeks is going to be the most hectic, nonsensical, absolute gobbledygook and garbage. There's still going to be war. There's going to be escalation. There's going to be people bombing. There's going to be attacks being done. It could be psychotic. By tomorrow, this could all change. Who knows? We are in the most volatile presidency we have ever witnessed, because the escalation points are so out of pocket and out of this world. That is insane. That's ridiculous. The same logic applies to any world leader. No dip, it applies to any world leader. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not disagreeing. I'm really not. I'm not. But Trump is acting as if he has this all under control, and it's going to make it seem like he has it all under control when he actively is panicking and crashing out and acting like everything is fine, and he's putting on a brave face. And, I'll give you this. Acting like you're never wrong is so cool. My dad was never wrong whenever he did something. My mother was never wrong whenever she did something. My big brother was never wrong. My big sister was never wrong. My twin brother was never wrong. Everybody around me, my little brother doesn't really do that much, to be quite honest with you. He doesn't speak that much. He's a pretty cool guy. But everyone around me was never wrong. And it was never their faults, and the issues were everybody else around them, and it's the bad energy of everybody around me is messing me up. That's what it was. That's what it is. What's going on there? But it's so goofy. It's so goofy. It's just goofy. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. But I do know that we don't have a nuke today. So that's what we got. In any case, this is live. These are my people over here. If you guys want to join for any live stream ever again, I'm CEROS TV. What's going on? What's cracking? How's it hanging? And guess what? We're live. Hi, everybody. Everybody say hi, YouTube. Everybody say hi, YouTube. If you guys want to like, comment, and subscribe to see live stuff all the time, we're doing this live, by the way. We're doing it live. Hi, YouTube. Look at that. Hi, YouTube. Look at them right over there. Then by all means, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. That's what we're going to be doing. God, this is crazy. Anyways, you can also go to my Patreon and give me $1 a month, and you can get exclusive content and access to my patrons-only Discord and access to exclusive content over on Patreon. Anyways, bye. That's not the end of the stream. I was recording a YouTube video, and I'm on Twitch and YouTube. You can see the Twitch viewer account. You probably can't if you're on vertical, but that's where it is. So yeah, that's what it is. I'm not done yet. We're still live streaming, by the way. I just wanted to do that for a YouTube video, so now I have a video for later tonight. So that's cool. We're still here. We're still here. That's what it is. We still may be cooked. We still may be. We're not out of the frying pan yet, ladies and gentlemen. Exclamation point, Mike. This is a HyperX Quadcast 2. I don't have a thing for Mike. I'm sorry. You can just ask the question. So you're okay. No, you're not stupid. It seemed like I was ending everything. We love my rapping. YouTube video. We may be cooked. I think I'm going to release that in like an hour. I think I'm going to edit it right now. I'm going to edit it right now. Hold on. You guys want to see me edit a video live? You guys want to see me edit a video live? That was hectic. Everything that was happening there was just. Is the slam poetry making the cut for YouTube? Everything I just said is definitely right there. I just recorded it all. So everything I just said is going to be in the YouTube cut for sure. That's what it is. That's the entirety of what happened. Boom, boom. This is how fast I edit a YouTube video, by the way. This is exactly what I do nearly every time. This is the speed at which I edit a YouTube video. Increase the volume ever so slightly. Listen to it. Boom. And then I put some music in the background. Boom. Boom. I listen to that music for a second. I get the audio volumes right. And then we, boom. I'm not going to put the captions. Actually, I should put captions. 3 minutes left. It's Eastern Standard Time. I do that so I can do the edit at the end. I do all this so I can do one edit at the end. Literally everything is just so I can do one edit. That's literally it. I do all this to simply do one edit. That's it. I do that to do one edit. That's actively why I do it. Welcome to me editing in real time. Messages to brainwash us. When do you add in the subliminal message to brainwash us? You're already brainwashed. You're already brainwashed. Welcome to the real world. You're already brainwashed. Whoops. Display capture. I'm sorry. That was interesting. What's up, baby? Huh? Cheeseburger? Are you reading their stuff? What are you saying cheeseburger for? Because I would like a cheeseburger. Okay, a cheeseburger. Since when the ceasefire ended up good? Never. And we have not had a good ceasefire. Sales TV behind the scenes. Quick question, sponge or loofah? Do you use a sponge to wash your body? Is that what you do? He agreed to a ceasefire. There's no shot anything happens tonight. I use a rag. I use a washcloth. Yeah, I use a washcloth. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm an idiot, right? What happens in 2 weeks? Yeah, I don't know what happens in 2 weeks. He said he wouldn't destroy the world in 2 weeks. Yeah, he's a washcloth, yeah. They wanted to watch Dune Part 3. Man, I really wish we could watch Dune Part 3. Oh, man, I wish we could watch Dune Part 3. This is really going to stop us from watching Dune Part 3. This is ridiculous. This whole war? It's really stopping us from watching Dune Part 3. That's the worst thing. We can't watch Dune. Drats. Where are you ordering from? Yeah, I would like something. Where are you ordering from? Cheeseburger. Hold on, I'm ordering DoorDash. 1 second. What should I? Okay, that's funny. The whole thing. My release is non-negotiable. Let's see. Hold on. That's pretty good. Oh, I can't even customize it. That's quite interesting. I'm trying to get no pickles, and they're. Oh, hold up a second. I got it. I don't want any onions either. Thank you, baby. We all live in a South Park. We are stuck in the worst generation known to mankind. This is evil. Anyways, I guess you guys can get a free editing class real fast to learn how I edit videos. Let me go find the template that I always use. Oh, I gotta get close to the screen to look at this. Oh, because I gotta find it. You can't search captions on CapCut, so you have to actively find the specific. There's a specific one I use each time, and it baffles me that I can never find it. I wish I could save it. That's the part that always gets me. Gets my body in a toaster oven. One moment. Guys, I promise you, I'm going as fast as possible. Enjoy the sultry sound of my voice as I scroll through all the captions on CapCut. Give me a hot, delicious, milky, vibrating second. Hold on. That's not it. I'm almost there. I can almost taste it. Is it? Nope. Somewhere around here. Nope, that's not it. Where are you? Are you it? Nope, that's not it. This is it. There we go. We put this here. Put this down here. And then we make it like this. Now then, let me show you how to edit something really fast. Watch this. So then I Ken Burns it right here, and I just choose a random point in the video and I don't listen to it. And then I increase that to 110 right here. And then I put this about right here. Boom. And then I make this really small for no reason. And then I bring this over here. I can't really edit anything over here. So I let this play out in totality, right? Just let that whole thing play out. And then I go right here. Boom. And then I put this and do a little bit of a close-up face. And then after that, I do this. And then I Ken Burns it again, right? After I Ken Burns it again, I'm not even looking. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just putting random edits everywhere so it looks better. Boom. And then I cut this part a little bit because it's kind of lesser than everything. So boom. And then I grab this and then I put this here. There's a ghost behind me. That's my wife. And then boom. And then after that, we have this. Now it looks like I'm actually doing editing, but I'm actually just guessing. It looks like I'm doing really cool edits, but I'm just guessing. So boom here. Here goes the slam poetry part, which will be Ken Burn the entire time. This is the entire slam poetry part. Boom. And that poetry part is now going to be Ken Burns. Boom. And then we increase that to this point. And then boom. And that's basically most of the edits that I care about up until this point where I get here. And then we do that again. And that's the video. And you may be saying to yourself, should I look through and see if these edits matter? Nope, not even a little bit. And then I think of a title. So Trump backed down from nuking Iran. And then it exports. And as this exports, you know what I do as it exports? I make a thumbnail. Just look up the word Trump. Then I find a portrait of our beautiful president. This one looks more angry. Just an angry picture. I just find this. And then boom. And then boom. And then I do this for every thumbnail I've ever had. Right? I put a picture right here. Boom. And then I have this. Put it right there in the middle. Right? And then I look up just the word nuke. And that's cool. That's fine. I think that's okay. Move this over here because I don't care about this that much. And then I put this over here. Boom. And then I make this really big. And that looks fine. And that looks fine. And that looks fine. Look at that. We're halfway there. We're halfway done. Now I grab a picture of my face because I have a bunch of pictures of my face on my computer. And then, whoops, that was cool. And then, boom. That's me with glasses. Then I put a glow around myself. And then I put this around myself, which is the size thing. And then I put a background like that. Easy work. And then I add this impact frame here. And then I go to edit. I go to free transform. I curve it ever so slightly so it goes across my middle section. And then I add a stroke around it. Boom, a stroke. Look at that. Now you can read it. And it's big and bold. And then I'm going to make this part white. And then I'm going to make this part red. And now you have a thumbnail. Ta-da. Now, I'm going to make two versions of these. And we have two versions of thumbnails with two different words. Fantastic. That's my thumbnail. And now I go here and I check my CapCut and it's almost done rendering. And that's what it is. That's how I make my videos. That's how I make all my that's how I make my thumbnail, and that's how I edit my videos, and that's that. The hard part is just, I guess, I don't know, talking more so. When I get into performance mode, as soon as I click record, yeah. How can you be so fast? I've been doing this for a while. I don't know. It's my job. I would hope I'd be good at my job. Do you think this will spark World War III? If he were to attack the power plants, that would definitely spark World War III. If he were to attack the power plants, that's what it is. I use CapCut. CapCut is the easiest and simplest thing. Bro, it's so locked. Workflow. That's what it is. You know, Apollo 11 got stuck on the moon. This is one star step for man. One star step for man. Hold up a second. I think Siraj is going to come through. I think so. We should take him to the karaoke. All right, now this is the next step. We somehow upload the video, hopefully. All right, upload the video. He's gonna make a simple thing. So I'm choose title and thumbnail, boom. And then I do an A/B testing. I set 2 thumbnails. And then I turn on this. And this video will come out tonight at 8:30. So 8:30 at night. That's your third video for a day. So boom. So that's what's going on there. Let's see. That's tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. Let's get there. Edit title. Let's see here. A/B testing. There we go. Title and thumbnail. And then set test. And then boom. And we'll see how that goes. So that's where we're at. I have a lot of videos scheduled. I gotta figure out the order of these videos later. Skill media kind of sucks. I'll do that that day. I'll do you 14th. Yeah, that's fine. And tomorrow, One Piece ends. And then 4 o'clock. There we go. And I have videos for tomorrow. Cool. All right. Anyways, that's how I edit. That's the speed at which I do things. That's how my life goes. That's really much how it goes. Spoilers. Spoilers is actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's really funny. Okay. Diddy on. We already got that. Let's just set the latest. To open Hormuz, did Iran agree to that? Did Iran actually want the war? That's Grok. When did Iran agree to ceasefire? Iran lost ballistic missiles at 6:41 Eastern District Time. Interesting. I don't know what just happened. Did we get the thing? Trump just posted something. I assume that recording software OBS. I'm using OBS. For everything recording, I'm using OBS, which is on the screen right now. OBS for everything. The Democrats, blah blah blah, trending news. Artemis Stun, Cash App. Bombing Susan Collins, Trump and Netanyahu. What is going on? Trump. OBS, CapCut, Photo Peak setup. You already know what's going on. Everything for free. They they made I'm so weak right now. They made, for some reason, and I cannot describe why they would do this. They made the tweets a presidential address. That's funny. That's really funny. That's really funny. I think that's the funniest thing ever. That's hysterical. About the Turner Doomsday broadcast? No. Why did they make this like a tweet like that? Why did they do this? Doesn't make any sense. We agree to suspend Iran bombing. Also, 2 weeks ceasefire. Extended deadline by 2 weeks. No dip. They're the ones winning the things. They're the ones winning the things. They're the one winning the deals. Anyways, what games do I got? Hey, thank you for joining the Static Choir. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. They're just all they're doing is all I see is them just extending out garbage. That's all I ever see. That's it. They're not doing anything important. It's actually killing me. It's actually killing me at this point. I don't know. Your coolest ally I know that isn't a woman. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Happy to be an ally. Uh-huh. Just gaming now. I'm about to test this game out for 20 seconds is what I'm about to do and see if it sucks. I'm just gonna see if this game sucks. That's all I'm gonna do. Like literally all I'm doing is seeing if the game sucks. If the game sucks, I'm not gonna enjoy it. He tacoed. Trump taco. That's what we got. We got Trump tacoing at the current moment. Sure. We got Trump tacoing. Trump has tacoed. He accomplished nothing. The chat rules on words can be filled. What's good, man? With Trump taco, that's... Who's this guy? Sure. Which Naruto game is that? It's a fan project called Ultimate Clash of Ninja or something. I don't know. Holy. How do I attack in this game? Holy. Holy. I told you everything was gonna be fine. Be lying. Back in the day, oh, this is not what you think it is. This is a horrible game is what this is. This game actually is horrible. This game feels like trash. This is like the vague concept of Ultimate Ninja is what this is. This is the vague concept. Voice at 1x speed. Oh, it's so weird hearing your voice at 1x speed. That's kind of interesting. That sucked. Did not enjoy that at all. Whatever I was playing, that was not fun. That was Clash of Ninja, just way worse. That was a horrible version of Clash of Ninja. Didn't enjoy that. Yeah, it was not. It's not up to par. Not up to code. Not up to code. Not up to the high standard we have here at Ceros TV. Not up to the high standard that we have. Don't all crazy people. You're so cool, bro. I'm like a guy. Where's the cool moves and stuff? There were no cool moves. There was nothing on that. It was just garbage. It was actual trash. I was like, ah, this sucks. It was not cool at all. I was looking for cool, but did you guys see cool? As Trump would say, I saw nothing. I didn't see any cool. There was no cool. There was no cool at all. I didn't enjoy it. It was not fun. So we're fine right now. We're chilling. Does anybody want to discuss what just happened? The evil that we just experienced? Anybody want to talk about that? What happened? What's up? Say your piece. Say something crazy. Go ahead. Hold on, my girl about to say something evil and messed up. Did you screen capture? My girl just saying evil words right now. So we're not getting blown up today. That's cool. That's fine. Is anybody excited that we didn't get blown up? Who's excited? Who's excited? You also just got here. Welcome. Trump back down. Trump back down. We're looking like we're cooking because Trump back down. Why did I click on this? As you said, we aren't dead yet. Well, he didn't. He backed down. He backed down. Anyways, hold up a second. I gotta do what every other political commentator would do. Trump is a coward. He should have bombed them into the ground. Trump is a flackless coward. He should have annihilated them. Is he gonna take that? You gonna take that? You're gonna take that, Donald Trump? You're the president of who? The president of who? Really? Really? Get over yourself. Get over yourself. He should have bombed them into the ground. That's what Donald Trump should have done. Anyways. Right? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I'm a political commentator. Is that what I'm supposed to do? He should have scorched hellfire upon them. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Is that what I'm supposed to say? Is that what I'm supposed to say, right? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to just immediately flip-flop. Immediately, right? Flip-flop? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I feel like I'm supposed to just flip-flop all the time. Right? You think so? Good. Good. Spaghetti. What's up, Nathan, man? What's up? What's going on, buddy? I feel like I'm supposed to flip-flop every single time. I feel like flip-flopping is what I'm supposed to do. I gotta flip sides every 20 seconds, or else it's not real. It's not real unless I flip my side. I gotta flip my side every single second is what I gotta do. I gotta continually flip everything I'm doing. I gotta be a true centrist where I agree and disagree with every single take ever. If I'm not agreeing and disagreeing with everything, am I really a true centrist? Right? Is this the universe? No, this is a more interesting game. This is not Xenoverse. This is a completely different game. What are you watching? You're watching Dragon Ball Z, and we're talking about Trump. But now that Trump is over, well, I guess we can go back to doing some regular stream stuff for a little bit, for a second. All right? Who would you pick, Luffy or who? Let's go. Can you play Granny, the popular Granny? What is Granny? Granny? I literally did the same thing. Centrists don't exist. That's too bad. Thank you so much. I got the wrong flavor. I appreciate that. That's always so good. They love me. So the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open. From what I understand, right? If we can really talk about it, the Strait of Hormuz is going to be opened, right? We're going to get the strait opened, which will help out the world when it comes to gas prices and stuff like that, right? So at the bare minimum, we're getting the strait opened. And I love opening the strait. He got me. Opening the strait is pretty good. This guy's actually putting up a fight. Hold on. I gotta cook this guy. Hold on. I gotta cook this guy. He thinks he got me. I gotta get him. I guess we can go back to some regular stuff and an ad cut this streak. So it's not like you said that and an ad stopped you. That's I kind of feel like you prefer to open the gays. We gotta open the gay of Hormuz. We gotta do that. Why are we not opening the gay of Hormuz, right? Hold on, I'm cooking him. Hold on. I'm getting back shots all day. Love to see it. Get him in the edit. Anyone got any good food ideas? Well, I got some McDonald's. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Got a spoon of straw. Love your content. It was about politics. It was. I just 3-stocked a guy. I just wanted to 3-stock somebody. That's all I wanted to do. I just felt like 3-stocking somebody in this game. It just felt fun. I didn't get anything. All right, guys, that was fun. Guys, we really gotta think about the state of the world that we're in right now, because we're low key kind of cooked. Right? We just had a horrifying, like, that happened so fast. He needs to stop tweeting. Like, he has to stop tweeting, right? I feel as though he has to stop tweeting at this point. He just gotta stop tweeting. I gotta go get a straw. Can you guys give me a second? Can you guys watch my milk while I'm gone? Can you guys give me a second? I gotta go grab my straw. Give me a second, okay? I'll be right back, okay?
I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free. So I'm your Nick at night, be my Laurel Angelo. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free. So I'm your Nick at night, be my Laurel Angelo. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free. So I'm your Nick and
Okay, I'm back. Oh. Hey guys. I don't know. If my house gets nuked, that would suck. I guess I'm starting to go GoFundMe. I did? That sucks. I got McDonald's fries. Pretty bad. Chikuni, how are you? I low-key eat like I'm homeless. Shane Smith, that's exactly what I was saying, bro. Hey, Jake, sir. Appreciate it. Huh? Oh, yeah, it's a lot of your stuff over there, isn't it? This is mine. That's yours. Like, this is mine. That is yours. I have my own mess. Thank you. Kansas David, I'm happy I could help in some way. Well, save today. I mean, I'm gonna talk about the files tomorrow. Files ain't done. I only do this when there's something big happening. Go get some real food. You said I'm making you hungry? How's this? I think most of chat is I think most of chat is left, like left people, leftist people. If I had to guess.
Something's wrong with my brain because I was watching you through the OBS instead of in real life.
Ugh. Oh, I had a brain freeze.
I was watching you through the OBS. I was like, whoa, something's wrong with them.
Where's my pants?
Girl. Girl.
What's that? Girl. Hmm. It's all over the screen, eh? How'd I get into politics? Trump said, and I quote, "Black people, most of your people aren't in school. You're responsible for 70% of the crime. Why wouldn't you vote for me? What do you gotta lose?" And at that exact moment, I realized, what? And then after that, he said, "Ted Cruz's wife's face looks like a dog." And I said, yeah, I gotta watch more of this psychopath. Like it bores away? Okay. 2 weeks from now, the 21st. Dad the Big Arch? No, it's the Big Mac. He won twice because he's funny. Am I loaded? I don't smoke. I've never smoked in my life. I don't smoke or drink. I think it's because I keep my eyes low too. Like, see this eye? This is my lazy eye. I naturally keep this eye low because it's late. I have a lazy eye. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is really, that's my eye. Like, I have a lazy eye. I have a slight lazy eye on my right eye, right? So to match the other eye, I just keep my eyes low, because if I were to do this all the time, I'd look like this. Or if I keep my eyes open, it would still be like a half open situation. So I really don't know. Yeah, this is how I operate. Also, don't get confused when I go into performance mode, right? A lot of people get confused when I go into performance. So if I'm just regularly talking to people, this is how I am, just regularly talking. So who wants to see performance mode versus regular mode? Who wants to see it? Show of hands. Tell you what, here's what we'll do. Who wants me to go performance mode for like a minute straight? I'll show you performance mode, because performance mode is really easy for me. I can just jump into it immediately. Whenever I go into performance mode, people think I'm on drugs, right? People assume that. So this is the whole thing. All right. You guys ready? You guys ready? I was eating a bunch of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches yesterday, and peanut butter and jelly makes my belly go crazy. It makes my stomach go psychotic. I love yeast. Yeast is great. Yeast is actually in beer, and beer makes me go right out of here because I don't like beer. I don't like the fact of thinking of my father, because he was a drunk alcoholic man, and as he was a man, he tried to take me to Peter Pan land. I don't want to go to Neverland and fight Captain Hook. Captain Hook's gonna hit me with a right hook, gonna knock out my face, gonna knock out my teeth, gonna break my jaw, break my mandible. I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'm gonna have a bunch of bills that I can't complete with. I can't compete with the medical system in America. I don't have insurance. I'm not insured. I'm not sure about myself. I'm not sure about anybody. I'm not sure about the wealth of my health, not sure of my future. I'm not sure of my kids. That's why I got my boy Snip Snip. My vast deferens are gone. I got a vasectomy. And people say, what about your legacy? What about your children? What about your kids? What about nothing? What about life? What about God? What about God challenging me to a fight right now with his hands up, putting them on, dukes out him? And people say Jesus got stabbed through the hands. That's incorrect. He got stabbed through the wrist. Jesus got stabbed through the wrist. There's no holes in his hands. There's a hole through his wrist. People don't know that. They stapled his feet together, and he got the most horrifying thing that ever happened in his life. That was horrifying. Christians think that's the worst thing that ever happened to somebody. What about me? 15 when I stubbed my toe in middle school. That hurt really bad, and I stepped on a Lego. I don't know if Jesus went through me stepping on a Lego. He didn't go through that, but if Jesus is everybody and God is everybody, then he must have went through stepping on a Lego. And I imagine he went through my pain, and I am God, and I am everybody. People think that I'm on a substance when I go into performance mode. That is performance mode. But that's just me performing. That's me practicing my speech. The way you get good at that is, I guess, practicing tongue twisters, maybe. I'm also not thinking about the words that I'm thinking that. Let me explain what I'm doing. Let me explain. So when I say a sentence, I think of the last word, wordsmith, word boy, boys doing words. And then the boys go to the club. I'm at the club dancing around town, funky town, Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's word association. All I'm doing is word association all the way down, turtles all the way down. Think of the first word, the first thing I can think of inside of my brain to get to the next step. Step up to a great movie, Moose in Canada. Canadians are crazy. Canadians going to be the 51st State of the Union address. States going crazy thinking about Epstein. And that's word association over and over and over again. That's all it is. And I can do that anytime I feel like. I can just do it as fast as I want to. So here goes the issue, right? Let me explain something. Do you know what freestyle is? Freestyling is when you write down lyrics and you can do that to any beat. That's freestyling. That's what freestyling is. It's where you already have pre-planned lyrics, but you can do it to any beat, any style of music, any style of beat. That's freestyling. I'm a professional pants shitter. Make a song about me. No, you're good. Ponderful wonder. Okay, my bad. No, you're fine. It's okay. I know. I gotta explain freestyling. I can't freestyle. I lost that ability a while back. It's because of the meds I used to take. I lost my ability to freestyle. I used to be. This is the thing, right? I used to be much better than this. You are seeing a neutered version of what I once was. I was so much better than this. Oh, I used to be the peak at this. I am so much worse than what I once was. I am so toned down from what I once was. Improvising on the spot is called improv rap. But I was so much better. I'm basically Shanks. Crookshanks. My wife thinks that Shanks' name is Crookshanks. Why did I take medication? I was in psychosis, little buddy. I have SAD, or schizoaffective disorder.
What are you waiting for?
What?
What's at 8 o'clock?
That was when Trump gave the deadline. There's nothing going on. We were past that now. What are you waiting for? What am I waiting for? I'll do it. I'll jump. Invisalign, model aligners, like a knockoff version. Are you bald? Sometimes. The goat of all mental illness. Yeah, schizoaffective disorder. Do you have the auditory effects? I hear noises all day, or I used to. Right now, I don't hear much, to be quite honest with you. I don't hear much of anything right now. Very nice right now.
If you could transfer your schizophrenia to another person, would you do it?
No. I hope it comes back harder than before. Love your afro. Thank you. Bald is a state of mind.
As in, like you had an enemy.
I had an enemy and I could make him bald.
No, you could make him schizophrenic.
Oh. Make him schizophrenic. If I can do I still keep my schizophrenia?
If you want it, yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that. I can make everybody have schizophrenia. If I had a superpower, it would just be to give you schizophrenia. What's crazy is that I said the most evil thing ever, and you're like, "Aw." What's your ability? If I blink real hard, your mother gets schizophrenia. What? What is evil? What the hell? It's the worst thing ever. I thought you said you were an X-Men. Oh no, I'm a trans woman, so I'm an X-Man. Sorry, I apologize. I must have confused you. I'm very sorry about that. I am an X-Men. An X-Man specifically. My ability would be to turn onions into penises.
Green onions grow on the ground everywhere. Did you know that?
Picking your nose and eating your boogers?
No.
I thought you were picking your nose. What were you picking your nose? What were you just doing? What were you do it again? You're picking your nose.
I'm playing with my nose ring.
Okay. My pronouns are Ceros and TV. Let's go. You spitting. I'm sure you need medication by a wide metric mile for sure. So there's a ceasefire. There is an opening of the Strait of Hormuz. There is no ceasefire yet. They gave them a 2-week deadline.
Remember when those guys were like, look at him, he's talking to people off camera and there's nobody there. He's fucking crazy.
Oh god, that was great. I was like, okay, yes, but no. Well, yes, but actually no. Like literally. How much gold you got in there? A lot. What do I got? A lot. I heard it through my family. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a stream called It's gonna be called You Don't Need Chat GPT. I'll answer all your questions. That's gonna be the name of the stream. I'm just gonna answer everybody's question and they come in. That's gonna be the whole stream. Whole stream is it's late. Probably not optimal time to watch the stream, but it's great to see you out of performance mode. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I could do a whole stream performance mode. Yeah, I could. Chat GPT. Don't divide by 0. We'll see about that. How would you divide by 0? Did you slap the paint on your nails? Mine's always look shitty. I went to a nail salon and got my nails done. Go to a nail salon. Go find a nice Vietnamese lady and get your nails done. Go find a nice Vietnamese lady. What is the meaning of life? To make memories, to have a life worth remembering. That's it. The meaning of life is to have a life worth remembering. To make memories. That's it. Will Kanye win the next election? Yes. I can give you misinformation for free. That I could do that. I could be Twitter. Did you fart? Oh, that was Ivory sneezing. You have such little petite farts. I thought it was Ivory sneezing.
No, I don't.
You do. You have.
No, I don't.
You have childish farts.
No, I don't. I have grown man farts.
You don't have grown man farts at all.
Yeah, I do.
I live in Jordan. Will I die? As long as Michael is alive, Jordan is fine. So you're good. Trump may have won the election, but Cyril's won the erection. You're spitting. The cat's name is Ivory. I love Cyril's TV propaganda pieces. I'm literally just propaganda. Ivory's fat as hell. My cat is fat.
No,
Where's she at?
she's not.
Where's she at? She outside? If she's out of the room, I'm not grabbing her. I'm a stoner with ADHD. Well, that's good for you. I'm neither of those things, but I appreciate the comparison point. Can we put misinformation in your Wikipedia page? If somebody could go edit my Wikipedia page to include nothing but misinformation, I would really appreciate it. Cause just you put a bunch of garbage, that'd be so good. Gorilla P is blue and you'll believe me. Every black person can jump 116 feet, but we choose not to. We choose not to. Remember that. What's going on? We were talking about Trump. Now we're just having a healthy conversation. You got some healthy and positive propaganda? I refuse. What are the chances of my friend dying? He's a YouTube streamer. Well, as a streamer, your chance of dying increases by 300%. And if he's in Saudi Arabia, he's a woman, he's a man, he's not gonna die. If he's a man in Saudi Arabia, he's immortal. Saros makes $10 trillion a month. We put into the Wikipedia immediately. I beg of you. I make $100 billion a second. Then Cyril's TV, the news that smiles back. Hello from Amsterdam, a fake place. Tips on defeating the college board. To defeat the college board, you must become college active. Can grilled cheese become ice cream? You're gonna say I sound crazy. There's an Asian store I went to recently. They had a grilled cheese ice cream. So if Asians can eat it, then you know what that means. So active, so people can bet on radiation levels if we have thermonuclear Armageddon. That is actually unironically what would happen. Oil money got them politicians acting bipolar. I mean, it's got milk. Cheese and ice cream are both milk, but as my wife recently tried out, she put cream cheese in her coffee because she had a dream about it. So that was horrible for her. She hated every second of that. She said that was the worst thing she's ever had. So that was cool. Don't know why she did that. That was really dumb. I don't know what her thought process was. Should I put on pants because Taraj is coming over? Yeah. It was like a nightmare. The Mandarin Menace's True Social Post. Oh my god, what is the Mandarin Menace? What the hell? What is that a Batman of the villain of the week? What is the Mandarin Menace? What? I've read Kraft mac and cheese ice cream before, and that's CSS. I'm like, people need to stop having ideas. Taco time. So, but even Fox News is calling him out. Fox News is calling him out right now? You're goofing. You're lying. Ain't no way, Fox. Big Fox? Big Fox calling him out right now? You're goofing. Hold on. If Big Fox calling him out, let me check. Is Fox calling him out? Fox? Where do you see Fox calling him out? Thank you. Ain't no way Fox is calling him out right now. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You're lying. No way. Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're just getting some breaking news here about the war. The president has just issued a truth social from the White House saying this: based on conversations with Prime Minister Sharif and Field Marshal Munir of Pakistan, and wherein they requested that I hold off the destructive force being sent tonight to Iran and subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran, agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz. I agree to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. This will be a double-sided ceasefire. The reason for doing so is that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives and are very far along with a definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East. We received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate. Almost all of the various points of past contention have been agreed to between the United States and Iran, but a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated. On behalf of the United States of America as president and also representing the countries of the Middle East, it is an honor to have this long-term problem close to resolution. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Again, just seconds ago, before the deadline for attacks on Iran tonight, and it seems like a deal is in the making. There had been talk, Mark, all day long about maybe this was happening. How do you see this, and how does it play politically here at home?
Well, I think the president had to do it if he could get terms that include an unconditional opening of the strait, which
because
it sounds
the
like he's
markets
gotten.
had to look at that and say
he has to do it because, look, people are, in my latest poll, 51% support the war. 54% said it was justified. But 57% said if he could get a good deal, he should take it. 54%.
Now this is gonna sound insane. Now hear me out, guys. What is this guy's name? What is this guy's name? Does anybody know this guy's name? Does anybody know this person's name? I've seen him before. What is his name? I've seen this person before. I've seen him. Now this is gonna sound nuts. I 9 years ago I saw this guy on FetLife. This is gonna sound crazy. 9 years ago I saw this guy on FetLife. Who is this guy? What's his name? I've seen this face before. No, this is 9 years ago I saw this guy on FetLife. I've seen this face before. What is his name? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I've seen this guy on FetLife.
That it was just.
It's gonna sound crazy. I swear to God, I've seen this guy on FetLife. Chris Christie? I'll figure it out later.
But 57% said if he could get a good deal, he should take it. So I think it's a risky 2-week period because it enables them to regroup. But on the other hand, the president, if he thinks he has a real opportunity to come out with a negotiated victory, then I think he had to do it.
A lot of people got, really energized about some of the things he posted about, annihilation, civilization. But now he's coming with this deal, Kellyanne. How do you see this big
It's
picture?
the 11th straight year of them in high dudgeon about everything he writes and says. He said he doesn't care about his critics, but he does care about getting peace and a just cause here. He does care about oil flowing again. If he gets a deal, the ultimate deal maker, part of how he wins these elections, Brett, then that will matter to people. There's one group that he's not mentioning at all. They're called Europe and NATO. It's really fascinating what's happened there in a short amount of time. You even have Vladimir Zelensky running around in these Gulf state countries saying, I'm not getting weapons, I'm giving them to you and giving you our intelligence for the last couple of years in this war with Russia. It's really fascinating what's happened there in short order. NATO's coming to the White House tomorrow. I think Mark Rutte, the Secretary General himself, has forged a good relationship with Trump, but the NATO countries have not, and he's not even mentioning them as part of this deal. This is all about the countries around Iran. Look, this is what we expect from presidents. You're not going to get a good deal unless you pressure, and they think that you're serious. And the same country that sent 155 aircraft in to rescue one of our airmen, if not two, just this past weekend, is a country that is going to do what it takes to keep everyone safe and to push back on the largest state sponsor of terror, but also to tell the people who are relying on the Strait of Hormuz, like Europe, for its energy, we need you to help as well.
I mean, we just did this breakdown of how much flows through that strait. It's remarkable. Our oil does not as much, but fertilizer does. It's a big part of the world economy.
Well, it's a big part of the world economy.
We're watching Fox because someone told me that Fox was criticizing him. That's why we're watching Fox.
But the U.S. could sustain a
William Barr? Figure that out later.
60 or 90-day war because there's about 20 million barrels a day that we consume. $50 extra, it's about $1 billion a day, a small amount relative in a $30 trillion economy. So we could have withstood it, but on the other hand, I think the markets are going to react very well. And I think, remember that scene from Patton, where Patton goes crazy, and his aide says, the men don't know when you're kidding or when you're not. And Patton says, It's not important for them to know. It's important for me to know.
Yeah.
So I think we see that today, that the president was tough. He put pressure on Iran, and it looks like they're caving.
So just to reiterate, for viewers who may just be tuning in, the president has just put out a Truth Social saying that there is a deal in the works with Iran, a 10-point plan negotiating a settlement that includes the immediate opening of the Strait of Hormuz. We don't know what the other 10 points include, but if it matches previous negotiations, that includes nuclear material, it includes a missile program that would not continue, and we don't know what it means for neighbors. But this has to be a real breath of sigh of relief.
It's certainly the president said this before 6 week war. We're still within that zone. He also last week reminded us all about Vietnam 19 years, Iraq War 7 or 8, World War II, Korea 3 years of peace, 46% over impatient, unsure the pace of change in case of conclusion these days. But he can claim victory, and I think the negotiated 10-point settlement, whatever it is looking like, is news, as you say, starting the Strait of Hormuz just shows everybody is serious here. And I think that this will be part of the security and affordability agenda in ways that are very important.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News on YouTube and catch full show streaming now on Fox 1.
All right. Yeah, that wasn't any criticism. I heard they were tearing them apart. That wasn't any tearing them apart. That was interesting. I mean, each news source is biased. CNN is biased, whatever. CNN is wildly biased. Like, if I could be so bold with you, if I could be so real, CNN is wildly biased.
Based on the conversation, he will agree to stop bombing for 2 weeks. He also says Iran has agreed to open the Strait of Hormuz for that time period. So I'm going to read part of this to you. It says, subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz. So they still have to agree. I agree to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. This will be a double-sided ceasefire. The reason for doing so is that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives and are very far along with a definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East. We received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate. That's also news, Jake. Almost all of the various points of past contention have been agreed to between the United States and Iran, but a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated. On behalf of the United States of America as president and also representing the countries of the Middle East, it is an honor to have this long-term problem to a resolution. So a couple of things that we're going to still be asking questions about. What is in that 10th proposal? What has actually been agreed to? And I will go back to that language because I said that Iran had agreed to open the Strait of Hormuz. It does sound as though he's still leaving it there as that he's only agreeing, if that is in fact the case, that they will fully open the Strait of Hormuz. This, of course, again, coming as President Trump has been threatening to wipe out an entire civilization, saying that he was going to bomb bridges, to bomb civilian infrastructure, saying at one point that the Iranian people wanted him to continue bombing. And we knew behind the scenes that there were ongoing conversations, negotiations between the two parties, between Pakistan was serving as an intermediary between the two countries at various times. Senior White House official telling Arlene Trine that Israel is part of this ceasefire, that they have agreed to suspend its bombing campaign while these negotiations continue. Now, of course, we don't know where that ends. We don't know if that's for 2 weeks. It's not specific, but Israel is part of this starting point, which is this ceasefire. So all three sides are participating. At least that is according to a senior White House official. Now, back to what your point is about the 10-point plan. I mean, we've been hearing about a 10-point plan from Iran for weeks now. The idea was that the United States presented a 15-point plan. That several of the points on the plan, Iranian officials were saying were unrealistic. They were impossible to meet, and they came back.
Okay, so there's a temporary ceasefire right now. There's a temporary ceasefire. This is significantly more organized. Iran claims victory, says it forced U.S. to accept their 10-point plan.
Breaking news, Iran's foreign minister just responding to Trump's ceasefire announcement. I want to read part of it to you. He says, if attacks against Iran are halted, our powerful armed forces will cease their defensive operations. For a period of 2 weeks, safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz will be possible via coordination with Iran's armed forces and with due consideration of technical limitations. Obviously, those words are crucial there. And the Supreme National Security Council of Iran has also issued a statement that I have here, and I'll just share you a couple of the important lines here. One of them is that the regulated passage through the Strait of Hormuz under the coordination of the armed forces of Iran, thereby conferring upon Iran a unique economic and geopolitical standing, which sounds like in a translation, Iran saying that they see this as acknowledgement that they control the Strait of Hormuz. Let's go to Zachary Cohen, our national security reporter here. Zachary, what are you learning about this? We're just getting these dual statements, one from Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi and also from the Supreme National Security Council that I just shared part of. What else stands out to you here?
Yeah, Aaron, the piece of this about the Strait of Hormuz really is the most remarkable thing, I think, that jumps out immediately and says Pakistan has submitted the same to the American side. Said plan emphasizes fundamental matters, inter alia, the regulated passage to the Strait of Hormuz under the coordination of the armed forces of Iran, thereby conferring upon Iran a unique economic and geopolitical standing. So effectively, that's reiterated in the tweet as well, saying that at least for the period of 2 weeks, the Strait of Hormuz will be open effectively, though with coordination via the Iranian military. And it's important for people to remember that the Strait of Hormuz was not controlled in a literal sense by Iran prior to those U.S. Israeli joint military strikes that kicked off this entire conflict several weeks ago. Iran responded to those strikes by closing the Strait of Hormuz, and it appears that this ceasefire is predicated, at least in part, on the legitimization of Iran's control of that key waterway, and that goes with an implication of if the waterway can be opened temporarily.
All right, man, we get it. We get it, man. They want to extend this out. They're trying to get that ad revenue just like me. I respect it. Love to see it. Are y'all still streaming? No, stream's over, man. You're watching a playback. I'm only reacting because I predicted what you were going to say in the future. So, yeah, I just predicted what you were going to say in the future. So that's where we're at right now. You're actually watching a playback of me predicting exactly what you're saying in the future. That's all that's happening. You don't have to watch the news if it makes you feel bad. I promise you don't. See you next stream. Always, man. Hey, I predicted you were gonna say that, so I'm responding in the future, in the past. I'm responding in the past to your comment right now. Is what I'm doing. Well, I'm tired of being scared, man. We're all tired. We're all scared. Did you read Kagurabachi? No. Anyways. Well, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. New video out in 24 minutes. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for having thank you guys for being here. If you guys want, you guys can subscribe to the channel. If not, that's fine. If you already subscribed, that's beautiful. If you guys want, you can like the video. That'd be amazing. I'd appreciate that. And also, if you guys want to follow my Patreon, it's $1 a month. Oh my God, I smacked myself in the face. $1 a month, you get exclusive Patreon content, access to the Patreon only Discord, and you get exclusive content starting in May. So yeah, have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. And I am out. Peace. Bye.